Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Franklin from Couples Talk, and on today's video I want to share with you the truth about marital compatibility. Something I've discovered is that quite a lot of couples, they face this issue. 1 year, 2 years into the marriage, they discover that somehow they're having some little issues with compatibility. And in most cases, this happens a lot with newly wedded couples. Okay, so I just want to talk about that so that you will understand certain truths about marital compatibility. Okay, now if this is your first time of coming to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I talk about marriage, I talk about relationship, I talk about how to have a godly marriage. This is a faith-based channel, and I'm telling you, the things that we share here, it can literally change your life. So if these things interest you, don't forget to click on the notification button so that the next time we post a new video, you'll be the first to receive it. And of course, don't forget to smash the like button and share with me your biggest takeaway at the end of this video. Okay, now quickly, let's get right into it. You've got to understand something that when it comes to compatibility in marriage, it's not an automatic thing. It's not a magic. Most people believe that the moment they are married to someone, there should be that compatibility. Of course, at the beginning of the marriage, there is usually some level of compatibility, and this is something that if it was not established before marriage, then it should have been established, because it is a very important part or thing in your journey. However, what I want to truly talk about today is when you are already in that marriage and somehow you are beginning to notice that there is no compatibility. Listen carefully. You've got to understand that the first thing about compatibility that you should know is that it is a process. Compatibility does not happen overnight. Yes, you heard me right. It is true that when the both of you got married, somehow you already thought that you guys were compatible. But guess what? 2-3 years into the marriage, you begin to understand that there are so many things that the both of you will disagree about. But don't make it an issue, because you guys are in the process of compatibility. As a matter of fact, this thing I want to say now might shock you. Compatibility is a process that goes on for as long as the marriage continues. Because in marriage, there are different phases. In marriage, there are different situations that comes up. And when this situation comes up, that's when you will understand that the both of you may not share the same opinion. That's when you understand that the both of you may have different views regarding these things. And that's when you understand that the both of you were not really compatible as you thought. However, don't make it a problem. Don't make it an issue. The fact that the both of you have different views, different opinion about the matter, it doesn't mean that the both of you are not compatible. As a matter of fact, there should actually be differences in opinions, differences in views. It's normal. So don't let this thing become a problem in your marriage. Understand that compatibility is a process. It takes time. And when you understand this, you become patient enough to go through that process. So the first thing you've got to understand about compatibility is that it is a process. The second thing you need to understand is that it takes time. You have to make a conscious decision to ensure that you follow the process. You have to make a conscious decision to ensure that you do not become the problem. Because when you become the problem, you come to that place where you are always complaining, you are nagging, you are whining, then you're not going to have peace in your home. So this is something that I really need you to understand. So the first thing I spoke about, it's a process. The second thing, it takes time. The third one is that when it comes to compatibility, it will test your love, it will test your patience, it will test your maturity as well. Marriage, hear me, it is not for boys, it is not for girls. Marriage is for men and women. And When it comes to compatibility issues, that is where your maturity comes into play. If you are not matured, you will react instead of respond. You get the point now? When you are not matured, when your love truly has not been grounded, you will react. You will get to that point where it becomes a challenge, but it shouldn't be. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient with your spouse. Be patient. If there are certain things that you don't agree about, don't let it come in the way. It's just your opinions. Your marriage is much more important. Your family, your home, the home you're building together, it is much more important. You get the point now? So that's something that you need to work on. Now, the last thing you need to know about compatibility is that it requires a lot of intentional efforts. It will not, like I said earlier, it will not happen automatically. It will not just happen because you wish it to happen. Compatibility, as a matter of fact, requires a lot of intentional effort. You've got to be deliberate about it. You've got to bring yourself, to bring your emotions, bring yourself to that point where the both of you becomes, one. Bring yourself to that point where you become compatible with it. And while that is happening, you may still not share the same views. It's not a big deal. Compatibility, at the end of the day, is the ability to be able to cope with each other's mess. What people used to think that is compatibility may not necessarily be compatibility. Trust me. For example, some people believe that, okay, if the man loves to eat a certain kind of food, then the woman should also love to eat a certain kind of food. So if the both of them don't love the same kind of food, feel that, they are not compatible. No. That's not what compatibility is all about. Compatibility is being able to accommodate each other, both in your weaknesses, in your excesses, and in your strength as well. This is what compatibility is all about. So I want you to understand this and appropriate or act accordingly, because if you can do this, you are helping your marriage. Remember, marriage is an intentional thing. It takes intentional efforts to make it stand. It's an ongoing project. And in that project, a lot comes up. So your responsibility is to ensure that nothing comes in the way. So that'll be all for this video. I believe that you have gotten value from this video. Let me know in the comment box your biggest takeaway, and most importantly, smash the like button, share with your married friends, share with your family members, those of them whom you know they need to hear this stuff. Share it with them, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. This is so important, so that the next time I post a new video, you will be the first to receive it. And this is why you must click on the notification bell. Okay, and my new book is out, Marriage Made Easy. Don't forget, it's a 14-day book that will change your life, to give you a new mindset. It will change a lot of things in your marriage. It is now showing on your screen, and if you are interested, just click on the link below and go get that book. It's an easy read. In less than 1 hour, you are done with it. And the way it was positioned is that you have to read 1 article every day for the next 14 days. If you do it like this, there is something you will learn from it. All right, I will speak to you again. Until then, God bless you.